Okay, Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera students. So today we're going to learn about life processes of plants. Okay, so life processes of plants, we're going to continue from where we have stopped the other day. Okay, life processes of plant. So life processes of plant, like human and animals, plants undergo life processes too. Okay, because the plants is also a living organism. Okay, it's also a living thing like human and animal. So they must have life processes. Okay, and the life processes of plants are, first they have response to stimuli. So response to stimuli, for example, if the stimuli, for example, like light, okay, what will they do? If they see sunlight, what will the plant do? Or if they have water, if the plant get a water, what would they do? Okay, that's what does it mean by response to stimuli. What will they do if they have water, or what would they do if they have sunlight, or what would they do if they have, for example, gravity, okay, soil. And also another life processes of plants is the photosynthesis. Okay, so photosynthesis, I will give you a brief. Photosynthesis is the process where the plant make its own food. Okay, make own food. So macam mana tumbuhan ni buat makanan sendiri? Nama dia adalah proses photosynthesis. Okay, diorang buat semua benda ni sebab mereka pun adalah benda hidup. Okay, dia kena ada respon dengan stimuli. Mesti ada respon dengan apa mereka akan buat kalau ada cahaya matahari, apa mereka akan buat kalau ada air, okay, apa mereka akan buat kalau ada gravity, kalau ada tanah, apa mereka akan buat. Okay, so we're going to look at one by one types of stimuli. Okay, so type of stimuli, we have the first, we have water. Okay, what will the plant do if they get water? Okay, and also we have gravity, we have touch. What will the plant do if someone or an animal touch them? Okay, itulah maksud dia type of stimuli. Apa mereka akan buat kalau mereka contohnya disentuh oleh manusia ataupun binatang. Okay, contohnya. And also they have types of stimuli for sunlight. What will they do? So we're going to look why these plants have life processes. Okay, why do they have photosynthesis? Why do they respond to stimuli? Why? Because they need to grow healthily. Okay, they need to grow healthily. So from just a seed and then become a small plant and finally become a adult tree, they need all of these responses. Macam mana mereka ingin membesar daripada biji ke pokok kecil ke pokok besar? Mestilah mereka ada respons terhadap stimuli. Mesti mereka ada respons terhadap cahaya matahari, terhadap air, terhadap sentuhan, okay? Dan juga terhadap gravity. Okay, jadi kita tengok one by one. Okay, so the response in plant only involve certain parts of the plant. Only certain parts of the plant, for example, roots, shoots, leaf and flower, is because the plant cannot move. Okay, the plant cannot move. Okay, so benda ni ikut logik. Kamu pernah tengok ke kalau tumbuhan tiba-tiba pada bergerak, ada kaki, tidak kan? Jadi, yang bergerak, okay, hanya contohnya dengan punya akar, okay, dengan punya pucuk, daun dan bunga. Itu sahaja bergerak sebab tumbuhan tiada kaki. Jadi, yang akan bergerak hanya bahagian kecil tumbuhan sahaja. Okay, they don't have any legs, they can't move. So only small parts of the plant will move. Okay, so we have here plants respond towards sunlight. Okay, plants respond towards sunlight. Apa tumbuhan yang akan buat kalau ada cahaya matahari? Okay, so kita tengok satu. So we have here shoots of plants grow towards sunlight. So for example, contohlah ni sunlight. Okay, ataupun ni sunlight. Okay, so when you look at here, if you have sunlight, dia akan bergerak ke arah cahaya matahari. Okay, Dia akan bergerak ke arah cahaya matahari. That's what the plant do if they have sunlight. Okay? Dia punya bunga, dia punya daun, dia punya pucuk akan bergerak ke arah matahari. The leaves, the flower, and also the shoots will move towards the sunlight. Why? Because they need sunlight to carry photosynthesis. Macam ucap tadi, dia perlukan semua matahari untuk buat proses fotosintesis, iaitu mereka buat makanan sendiri kan. Okay? Jadi kalau ada respon, if they have response to sunlight, bolehlah mereka dapat cahaya matahari yang mencukupi. Okay? Jadi cuba bayangkan kalau sini contohnya cikgu ada cahaya matahari sini. Okay? Jadi your plant will move towards the sunlight. Mereka akan bergerak ke arah cahaya matahari. Okay? Bergerak ke arah cahaya matahari. Dia punya pucuk. Okay? The shoot will move towards the sunlight. You can remember, okay? The shoot. Okay, for example here, if you have a subjective question. Kalau soalan ni masuk dalam subjective question, dalam bahagian subjektif, selalunya mereka akan bagi gambar macam ni. They will give you a picture of experiment. Okay, for example, here you have sunlight. If you have sunlight, then cuba bayangkan kalau cikgu tebuk. Okay, cikgu tebuk lubang. Okay, if I make a hole here, what would happen if I make a hole here? Okay, so when you look at here, if I make a hole, okay, mula-mula day 1. Okay, mula-mula ni adalah day 1 contohnya. And ni maybe after 4 days. So day 4. So lepas 4 hari, you can see that you punya pucuk ni, okay, kan mula-mula ke atas kan. But then after 4 days, mereka akan pergi towards the sunlight. Okay, mereka akan pergi towards the sunlight. Lepas 4 hari, dia akan bergerak ke arah cahaya matahari. Why? Because tumbuh-tumbuhan perlukan cahaya matahari. Because plants need sunlight. So, after 3, 4, 5 or maybe 6 days, the plant from here they will move towards the sunlight. Okay. So, ni adalah hari pertama, ni mungkin selepas beberapa hari. Okay, so you can see the difference. If you given this kind of question, I hope you can answer. Okay, we will always ask you in the subjective question, so they will give you like about 2 or 3 marks. Okay, so this is the sunlight, and they will move towards the sunlight. Okay, they will move towards the sunlight. They should will move towards the sunlight. Okay, if you don't understand, you can always ask me. Okay, you can always ask me. You can always ask in the WhatsApp, or you can always rewind this video. Okay, so we're going to look at the second. Okay, we have 4. Remember, we have 4. We have sunlight, we have water, we have gravity, we have touch. We have already discussed about sunlight, and we're going to discuss about the second response. Okay, and then we're going to continue in the second video. Okay, so plant respond towards touch. Sorry. So what will the plant do if an animal touch them? Or what will the plant do if a human touch them? Apa yang tumbuh-tumbuhan ni akan buat kalau mereka disentuh? Itulah maksud dia. Plants respond towards touch. Apa yang respond tumbuhan tu? Apa yang tumbuhan tu akan lakukan kalau dia kena sentuh? Itulah maksud dia. Plants respond towards touch. Okay, jadi kita tengok what will they do. Okay, for example, certain plants respond towards touch. Okay, not all plants respond towards touch. For example, if you touch a plant, doesn't mean they're going to move. But if you touch certain plant, they will show respond. Okay, they will move, they will become smaller, or maybe they will become bigger, they will move. That's what means by plants respond towards touch. Okay, for example, here we have leaves of mimosa plant. Okay, mimosa plant, mimosa pudica, kalau kamu pernah dengar, ataupun paling senang lah, okay, kita ada pokok, pokok semalu. Okay, but you have to answer in English, so you have to remember this. Mimosa plant, pokok semalu. Okay, dia malu. Jadi, hold together when they are touched. Okay, pokok semalu tu kan nama dia malu because before you touch ni kembang dia punya daun. But after you touch, dia jadi kecil. Okay, can you see? So this is why they are called as pokok semalu or Mimosa pudica, because when you touch them, okay, it will become small. Okay, why? Because they will fold together. Okay, they will fold together when they are touched. Why? Because the plants want to protect itself from the enemy. Okay, it want to protect itself from the enemy and the surrounding. So maksudnya kalau mereka kena sentuh, mereka akan jadi berlipat macam tu kan, sebab mereka ingin melindungi diri daripada musuh. Contohnya bila ada manusia pegang, macam contohnya kita mau cabut daun mimosa plant ni, dia tutup. Jadi susah kita mau cabut. Ataupun kalau ada binatang lain mau cabut daun-daun tu satu persatu yang kecil ni, satu persatu, tapi kan kita saya sentuh dan dia tertutup, susah untuk cabut. So that's why that mean by protect plants from the enemy. Ingin melindungi diri dia daripada binatang ataupun haiwan. Okay, so I divide into two. We have here, this is the normal Mimosa pudica. Okay, this is normal Mimosa pudica. So when, for example, a human touch this or an animal touch ni, dia jadi kecut, kan? It will fold itself. Dia akan fold itself. Okay, dia akan fold itself. Dan kalau kamu pegang lagi lama-lama, dia akan jadi kecut juga lagi. It will fold itself when they kena touch. Remember, this is for touch. Okay, because they want to protect themselves from the enemy. Okay, from the enemy. So if you have any question, you can always ask me. I've divided this video into two, and we have another 2 live processes. Okay, and we will meet again in the next video.